Okay, good morning and welcome to an exciting video of a show that I've really got my interest on. It was one of the few shows that was really on my list of shows that I was going to do a review on, and boy, it was awesome. I mean, this show aired like what 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, and for a show like this on 4th of July. Thank you. What a way to celebrate 4th of July with another Monster Girl anime. And no, not Interspecies Reviewers. No, not Monster Musume. A different Monster Musume version of this. This time, unlike this takes place like in the medieval version of Monster Musume. And in some way. Now, there are a lot of titles to call it. But we're gonna put it into in the English term, Monster Girl Doctor, or you could call it in the Japanese version, but to paraphrase the title of it, Monster Girl Doctor. Now, here's the thing: Monster Girl Doctor, Everyday Life in Monster Girls. There are different different traits, although it's similar traits, which is kind of making sense. Whether if you pass down the torch of like from medieval to present time, a Monster Musume, you can see it's like looking at their ancestors. If you have watched Monster Girl Doctor right now, and now you compare to Monster Musume, you can see the resemblance. You can actually see the resemblance of them, like ancestry type. But that's the thing. Now here's the storyline behind Monster Girl Doctor. In a war, it starts off in a war where monsters and humans battle each other out. And then, after that, monsters and humans live together. They coexist, they become one now, living together. But that didn't stop this guy, Dr. Glenn. Dr. Glenn is gotta be, he's better than Darling Kun, and I'm gonna put this out here why. When we look at Darling Kun for Monster Musume, he blushes, he gets nervous when he's touching the girls, all that stuff. And I get that in that era. But if we look at Dr. Glenn in Monster Girl Doctor, he is the OG of Monster Girlology. Yes, Monster Girlology. I mean, this guy starts off with like breasts and feeling the breasts and feeling the ears of the Minotaur girl, only to find out that she's pregnant. She's about to become a mother, and he's okay with it. He's not even blushing. He's okay firming the Minotaur's breast, and that's what I like about him. Like, he's a good doctor. I know he's not a pervert type thing. He's not a pervert at all, but he keeps his composure. You know what I mean? He keeps his composure. I get it. It's not that big of a deal, but he's that good doc. He's one of the great doctors that treat monster girls. And along the way, he's with his childhood friend, Sapphee. Or, I'm not going with a long name, so they kept it short, call it Sapphee. Now, Sapphee is the lamia. Now, if I had to choose between Sapphee or Mia, based on what I'm looking so far, I gotta say Sapphee is better than Mia. I will say it again. Sapphee for Monster Girl Doctor is better than Mia. Now they're childhood friends, and we know how childhood friends get to. They're gonna go to a ship. We're not gonna go into that, but no. So they treat monster girls. They live together. They have their clinic treating monster girls, and then their head doctor, who's an octopus, gave them an assignment to go to the town and help a princess out named Tessia. Now, Tessia is a centaur. And, I'm not going to point out effort here, but, my favorite monster girl, Centaura, I'm just saying. Tessia on this one looks good. Really good. I'm not going to, if I had to compare who's better out of the two between Tessia and Centaura, by a skin, by this much, Centaur looks better than Tessia. I'm sorry, I know it's tricky, but she's better than her. And I'm not going by the boob size, I'm not going by that, but I gotta say she is better. Oh, now don't Tessia is a princess, this one's better. Now Tessia, I get it, she's a princess, and she's always had that ho 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 laugh. But that doesn't bother me. I know sometimes in the anime universe, when people do like ho 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 people, when they laugh like that, I get it. It's annoying. But she's nice. Trust me, you're going to like her. So they checking everybody's clinic code for the arena. And I like how Sapphee's reaction towards every monster girl that has a get in touch with Dr. Glenn. She's jealous. She gets to that point where she kind of like how Mia is. Like anytime a monster girl approaches Darling-kun, she freaks the fuck out. And Sapphee, she freaks out too every time someone get closer to her. Just like when Telsea doing a checkup on her chest and weight, Sapphee comes in and wrap her tail around her just to say, "Oh, you're getting fat." And I'm like, wow. And Dr. Glenn's not even immune by it. He's not even blushing about it. He just doesn't give a crap. And I like him. Now, we found out that Telsea has been losing her matches. She lost more matches this month. While she trains, it's not enough. And then, snap his finger, Dr. Glenn found out, oh, it's your hooves. So they try to help her. They're trying to help her get her balance herself out with the hooves. So he goes between the girl's legs, the horse's legs, and she freaks out because it's a perverted thing, which is not. So he put the horseshoes on, scraping it, how every farmer does when they clean out a horse, his hooves. So is that so he scrapes it, puts some horse hooves on it, and she was whining like a little girl. Like how when you was little and you go to a doctor and you see a needle or a checkup and you freak out. That's what she was doing. And then I like how we got some etchy moments in this right here. It's not as high etchy yet, but it's getting there, because not only we saw Dr. Glenn fondling the girl's Minotaur's breasts and massaging the ear in the first episode, but seeing the tail, Sapphee's tail, not only wrapping around it, but putting it in towards her mouth. I'm like, this is some tentacle shit we're gonna see again. And they fix her, they put the hooves on all 4 of her shoes. I said shoes, I'm sorry. Put all 4 horseshoes in her hooves. And when she battled, she won her first match. And then she won her first match, she was waving at Dr. Glenn, and that made Sapphee jealous. And then get towards the end, we see the mermaid and we see the golem girl. I'm telling you, there are interesting girls that you're going to like. If you guys like mermaids, that's your girl. If you like golem girls, that's that girl. Now, what we seeing from this, compared to this, I can understand why people say it's similar to Musume. The only difference is, and I see why people have a problem with this, the only difference I see is that Monster Girl Doctor has more Monster Girl anthology. Like, it teaches, like, you know what I mean? Like, Monster Girls in this has focusing more on the romance harem type kind of thing going on. But with Monster Girl Doctor, it just teaches you not only become a Monster Girl Doctor yourself, but also teaches you how to handle the monster girl really well. Like if Telsea has a problem with her hooves, then yeah. If the mermaid has a problem with her gills, then that. You see what I mean? There are different aspects of it, and that's what I like about it. And I understand the first episode's not as like, oh, fan service, oh my god, not like this, but again, Monster Girl Doctor is that show that teaches you the fundamentals of it. And like I said, it's a medieval version of Monster Musume, and it is. So I really like where this episode's going right as of right now. Now, I will say this. Next week's going to be another great episode, because they're going through it. And I really like how they blitzing through the manga. They really blitzing through the manga, and I think right now they covered like 3-4 chapters of it. And they keep going towards it. So I like how what they do. They blitzing towards it so that you don't have to read the manga. Which is good. Now, in terms of Monster Musume and Dr. Glenn, this show, again, teaches you a lot about Monster Girl mythology from Dr. Glenn. While Darling-kun teaches you how to be the romantic person dealing with Monster Girl. So yeah, I can see where this is going. Pretty good, though. Pretty good. Now, I look forward for next week's episode, and like I said, this is one of the shows I really am looking forward to do more reviews of this show and so on. And I don't usually do 2 videos on the same day, but there was this other video that I want to talk about later on, and I will get into that later. But again, Monster Girl Doctor, great start in the first episode. Great start. And I'm telling you right now, people are going to choose which type of Monster Girls. Do you prefer these Monster Girls, or do you prefer the medieval Monster Girls? Truth be told, this is where the Monster Girl waifus kicks into overdrive. So I look forward for next week's episode, and I hope you will.